Rafe, and we're going on another little adventure today. Today I'm actually going to be exploring one of the abandoned railway tunnels from the old East Tennessee and Western North Carolina Railway, nicknamed Tweetsie, I believe from the sound of the whistle when it blew. It was a narrow gauge railroad system that was used primarily in the earlier half of the 20th century. And the rails have been taken up, the bridges have been knocked down, and but you can find little remnants of it here and there. One of those remnants is this tunnel that we're about to go see. And now to get there, I have to go across a bridge that's in the process of kind of falling down. In fact, so much so that there was actually the city of Elizabethton is in a race to find a new way to get its water from the Hampton Spring to Elizabethton, because originally they had a pipe that went across that bridge. It's still actually there, and they're still using it. The bridge has fallen into such a bad state here in the last few months that they're worried it may actually collapse before they have a chance to put in a new line, thereby really compromising the water supply to Elizabethton. So anyway, we're actually going to cross this crumbling bridge to get to the tunnel. And it's kind of funny because a friend of mine, Greg, told me on Facebook right before I left, when I first announced I was going to be doing this, watch out for flash flooding. And we have had a lot of rain in the area. This is just a kind of break in the clouds right now. Hopefully the river's not gotten to the point to where it's putting so much pressure on the bridge to where we actually have any danger of it actually coming apart while we're there. And actually, here's where I'm going to be pulling over to walk down there. And it says no parking up there, but that's why I'm parking back here. So hopefully nobody will bother the car or anything while we make our way to the bridge. We'll have that up for you here in just a moment. Okay, and here we are kind of looking through the woods at the bridge that we're about to cross. And that's the old bridge that's falling apart. And I'll go ahead and shoot a little video while I'm crossing it, but I'm going to do it pretty quickly because it is starting to rain on us a little bit again, and I want to get to that tunnel so that my equipment doesn't get wet. Alrighty, here we are about to go across the old bridge here. Now, at what point they closed this down and built the new bridge, I'm not sure, but obviously it was long before things like this started happening to it. That pipeline, by the way, that I was talking about that's so crucial to the Elizabethton water supply is encased in this concrete guard to my left. You see on this side here the rail is much thinner. Over here in the background here you can see the new bridge that they've built over the Doe River. And let's take a look down the hole here, and you can see, yeah, there are things happening with this bridge that are not good. So, even though I doubt very much that it would fall to pieces as I crossed it, it's better to be on the safe side, because it is a long ways down there. And, oh Lord. It looks like this has actually gotten worse just since the last time I was here, which is, I guess, a few months ago. Yeah, it's really starting to go. You can see where some pieces of it have fallen down into the river there. Alright, let's make our way the rest of the way across here. Okay, I've made it to the entrance. What I'm doing now is looking back down on the river, and you can see some of the supports sort of to the right there, where the old railway bridge used to be, to the left, upper left of the screen, you'll see the bridge that I came across, the one that's kind of in the middle of falling down right now. And it's really interesting, actually, this area. It's a little piece of history, but let's turn around and let me show you this entrance, because it's just really cool. How about that? Tunnel from the Tweetsie Railroad from the early logging days of, about the 1920s or so, right in there. Oh, yeah, isn't that very much better? Okay, now you can better see the curvature of the rock beds in this cut where they've dug this tunnel through. We are technically in the Appalachian Mountains, and this is due to the pressures of the earth pushing upwards and creating these shifted rock beds. My friend Greg that I mentioned earlier could probably tell you a little bit more about that. That's kind of his specialty. But this is pretty amazing, though. A little piece of history right here, folks. The Tweetsie Railroad. It's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and walk into the tunnel just for a little bit. Now, this is not a dedicated video camera. I'm simply using a video feature off my digital Canon. But it does shoot pretty darn good video, at least well enough for my purposes here on YouTube. Now, it's going to get pretty dark in here, but when I go a little further, you will be able to see the light at the other end. There it is. Starting to kind of peek through there. And it's not really huge for a railroad tunnel, but like I said, it was a narrow gauge railroad, which means the tracks were a lot closer together than the railroads that you see nowadays, because they had to go up steep mountain ledges and things of that nature, and they had limited space to work with. So as a result, the tunnels and everything don't need to be quite as wide as they would be in a railroad tunnel of the modern era. I'm going to turn back around this way. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Of course, the trees and everything in the back are kind of overexposing, but it does make for a nice shot. And I don't know if you can see it silhouetted or not, but there's kind of a fire pit here with stones all around it, I guess, where people throw tunnel parties. Is the only thing that I can think of. And I think I'm going to sit here for a little while, and I may walk around, take a few still shots, and maybe even some more video, but I'm probably not going to be talking too much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hand it over to a couple of friends of mine from Murfreesboro, Greg Cannon and John McGee and Stones River Ensemble. Enjoy the music, and I will be back shortly.